Okay, let's get it. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Sean from Collector's Closet, coming at you with another review. And today we're going to take a look at the Halo Master Chief, part of the Spartan collection by Wicked Cool Toys. Now, straight off the gate, there's some things that I like, and there's some things that are just absolutely trash. We're going to go over those things in this review. Now, the packaging, we get the standard packaging from Wicked Cool Toys in this Spartan collection, which is A1. I really like the packaging, showcase the figure, the accessories, got some alternate hands, Halo, Master Chief with accessories. Now this is part of the Series 4, as you can see right here on the back, and it shows the figures that are in this particular series or wave. Comes with the MA40 assault rifle, plasma pistol, and like I said, additional hands. So, like I said, Wicked Cool Toys, Xbox, blah, blah, blah. Packaging is cool. So, if you're new to the channel, we do all unboxes live, raw, uncut, no editing allowed. So, let me get my knife ready and get straight into it. So I'm just curious, are you guys collecting this Wicked Cool Toys Halo figures? I'm on the fence about them. I got two figures in the background. Master Chief, this here is about 1,000 toys. This one is Series 1, which I liked a lot. But ever since then, man, they've been going downhill with their figures. We're going to talk about that shit. Granted, this here is $180, $150, somewhere around in that range. This is a $20 figure. So, but I feel like that Series 1 can hold its own. It's pretty good. This one, I've seen a couple reviews. Shout out to Anthony Customs. He tends to keep it at 100. And I feel like it's my duty as a reviewer to waste my money and give you the raw, uncut review on this shit, man. Keeping it all the way 100. No hyping and none of that. You know, I see some of these guys doing the reviews on these things, and it's like you skipping right past. Yeah, you may mention some of the issues, but nah, I'm about to straight up. I'm about to chop this shit up, and you're gonna see why. I'll waste my money so you don't have to. So let me get this out of here. There's that. Hands out, and he's not tied down, so let's pull him straight out. He's in there, kind of tight. Shit. All right, there he is. So, there's a lot that I do actually like about the figure. But the things that I don't like, straight Garbino. And I'm keeping it 100. So, let's start with the accessories. Here's the rifle, which looks pretty good. Get a little bit of paint here. Get some gray paint. It's done in black plastic. Only thing I do not like is this shit. That is so gummy. You know, I feel like, man, that they cutting corners. I understand, man. You got budget, and you got to stay within a certain price point. Pretty sure they got a pretty good contract with Xbox to make these figures. But charge us an extra $5, $10 and do some of this shit right, we'll pay it. I don't mind that it's gummy, but I would like to see harder plastic. But it's done pretty good. There's a lot of detail to it. Get the plasma, what do they call it? Excuse me, sorry. Plasma pistol, which is done pretty good. Paint is applied, nice. Some purple, some gray, little detail. And you get some interchangeable hands. You get this like pointing type hand. The detail is there, some wrinkles, green paint, little details on the glove here. You get a open hand, set of open hands actually. Those look good. And comes with a set of fists, which I do appreciate. So you get the weapon holder hands that come on in the packaging. There's no trigger finger, but I don't know. Maybe you could use this like it's ready to fire. I don't know. But yeah, now I'm bringing him in close. Now we're gonna do something a little bit different. Got a little turntable so we can look at the details. So bringing him in close, he's A1. What they call that, vac metal, the chrome visor. The paint that they're using has this like very shiny kind of paint, very reflecting. He looks really good. There's a lot of detail on him. You get some stamping here. Wish they could have put that at the bottom of the feet or in the inside of the thigh. But the detail is there. The paint is done fairly well. Some damage here. You see that shine? Boots are done pretty good. Nice sculpt. Not bad at all. Get some paint applied here on the helmet. The paint that's here is done a little sloppy. If you can see that. Get some paint down in here. But he looks pretty good. And that's where the good shit pretty much stops with this figure. Excuse me, sorry about that. But that's where the good shit stops. We're gonna go over articulation, and this is where I have some issues. The head is on a hinge, the ball, so he can look up pretty good. Looking down, you can look. That's done pretty good. You don't get any very minimum tilt, and you get your side to side. No complaints there. Wish he had a little bit more leaning, but it'll do. The arms hinge up. Only about that far. This here is connected to the bicep, so right raises up about that far. Not quite a T, but no complaints really. You get a bicep cut. I'm sorry, guys. Was on vacation, man, for about a week on the beach and yelling and everything else. My voice is a little out. So you get bicep, get double jointed elbows, which aren't that bad. Look at the length. It's not too bad. That's not where my issue really is. You get, seems like, yeah, you get some butterfly. You can see it in here moving. Just pretty cool. Rotation at the wrist. You get the horizontal hinges on both Actually, on all the hands, you get that horizontal hinge. Now, check this out. Crunch, nothing. It just, look at that. I barely went to crunch, and it just popped off. Look at this design. Garbino. That's trash. That is trash. And then it's slotted and keyed. So there's no rotation whatsoever right here. You get nothing. Terrible. Sorry. Now, doesn't stop there. The legs could almost do a split. It's pretty much a split. That's pretty good. It's not loose. Leg kicks up that far. Kicks back. Very minimum. You do have a thigh swivel, which I like. It's pretty much hidden. It's not cut, right at and breaks up the sculpt and things like that. But watch this shit. And I seen this with Anthony. I seen like a couple reviews on this figure, and I'm like, what the? We gotta let these companies have it for this shit. Look at the knee. Look at the knee. That's fucking terrible. Wicked Cool Toys. If anybody watches this, Anthony Customs said he will be a consultant for you guys. Hire him. Because what the fuck is that? That's trash. Garbino. Like, they actually allowed, like I said, man, I understand budget, price point, and things like that, but when it came to the final product, they let this pass. Fuck all of this. The accessories, right? Charges an extra $5-10 to get this shit right. You know what I'm saying? Don't sacrifice articulation to have beautiful packaging showing all of this shit, right? And then you get this, and their knee joints are getting worse as they progress in their waves. That's hideous. That is hideous. And people they skip past it, just go, he has a knee joint, and they just keep on going with articulation, man. But Anthony Customs, man, he keeps it all the way 100, man. That shit's terrible. The ankle. Look at this shit. Hinges up. Back, barely. And you get some pivot. You get that toe hinge, and it's ratcheted, which is pretty cool. No complaints. That doesn't bother me at all. At least it's not loose like some of the other ones. And I'll be on the fence about getting these. I like how they look, but I watch some reviews and it turns me off. Like, no waist. This ab cut is literally for no reason at all, right? And let me show you something. Series 1 knee is just as bad, but not. I mean, at least it's curved. There's no cutout, but the knees are too damn long. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look at this shit. Look at that shit. Look at this. Why? How did that pass? Like, I don't understand how that. I mean, I know they have a contract with Xbox, and but they gonna lose that fucking contract doing shit like this. I mean, the figures look good, but I mean, they can't articulate really. From the hip, the ab cut, the knees. I mean, I'm not even worried about the pins. Just make it look good and let it function well. elbows aren't bad. But you get down to the damn knees and it's like atrocious. Then it's kind of like gummy. Look at that. That is crazy as hell. So you're not going to be able to have this guy in some crazy, pose without it looking terrible. See how this fits in his hand. And I didn't want to just blow past that shit, man. Like, that shit don't matter, man. I'll waste my money so you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do it for, really. And this feel like it can't even go in his damn hand. Because the weapon is so gummy and his hands are rigid. It's like... And I'm pressing hard as hell. I mean, is this the weapon holding hand? Hell. Yep. I mean, you gotta struggle with it. I mean, but damn, dude. I like the hips. I like that articulation. But man, I feel like they need to go get some guys like Anthony Customs, hire some people. And I saw Anthony Customs say that he heard that those guys were hiring. They need to do something, man. I mean, because to be honest, I when I see these figures on the shelf, it's so tempting. And yeah, some of them actually sell pretty well. I mean, that 2-pack, that GameStop exclusive, that one, the 20-year anniversary one with the light green, the fucking knee, it bends like this, and that's it. It's crazy as shit, man. They need to get some people on their team. I don't want to see it, the line die. Or maybe if it dies, it get in the right hands. But, shit. It looks good. But articulation, man, they're really falling short, man. Like, bad. To try to stay at some price point. Fuck it. These are collectible figures, and shit, we want the shit to articulate and look pretty good. Charge us an extra $5-10. Hell, I don't mind if it's functioning and looks good. But there he is. Now, does this come out? Yeah, that comes out, so you can peg. Let's see. Okay, so, all right, that just dropped. Give me a second. All right. You just flip it around like so. Like so. And then you have a peg, and you will port the rifle onto that peg. So that's pretty cool. Now to get that flip back over, it's in there pretty tight. There we go. So I'm gonna flip that back over. I don't have any plans on putting that on his back. And on the side, I think these come off. Yeah. And you flip that over, and there's a peg. And that's on both sides. So you get it there as well. Is there? Yeah. So you can do both. Right? And that kind of sucks too, man. Like, what if I didn't want this port to be on the outside? I wanted it on the inside like this. They're both on the same side. So that even if you swap, one of them will be in the inside and one will be on the outside. That kind of sucks. Other things I would like to see is more range. I don't mind the hinge. I think double balls are the best, me personally. But to get a little bit more attitude, right? Fix the hip and waist because you don't get shit there. And the hands, we really got to do it. I mean, you just pop it out. I hit my mic. And pop in the other one, like so. One thing I do like is that he's not loose at all. There's no loose joints or anything like that. Like this guy, he had some loose joints. But for size comparisons, right, here's Z with these. Damn. There he is with Series 1. See those different greens. Looking pretty good. He keeps falling. On this guy, man, his toe hinge was terrible. So I like the fact that they fixed that issue. And he had some loose butterfly joints. But I feel like he had more of a tilt. But and here he is next to 1,000 Toys, which is kind of unfair. Like I said, man, this guy was 150 to 180 bucks, depending on where you get it from. Accessories on that guy is crazy. He looks good. The plastic they use is excellent. The articulation is A1. But, you know, you're going to pay to play. He's about to fall over. He's rocking crazy. That's how those guys scale, though. And I get them in this pose. I don't feel like taking them out and then trying to get them back in when I put them on the shelf. And, of course, can't have a size comparison without my boy Major Blood. And he just tires over this guy. And, of course, Riri by McFarlane Toys. That's how those guys scale. And let's see. Let's get McFarlane. Here's McFarlane's Green Arrow. So those guys scale 7-inch figures. Like how those greens are hitting. There's that. I'm hitting the camera. And let's see, who else? Who else? Let's do Scare Glow. From Mattel, 7-inch. He's a little taller than that guy. Like, don't get me wrong, man. It's a dope looking ass figure, but man, they need to work on that articulation for sure. But anyway, there's your look at the Halo Master Chief Series 4 by Wicked Cool Toys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think about this one. And you guys know my saying, man. It's your boy Sean, and I'm out. 1.